So yeah, let's go again then. Try and just pull out the normal ones. You see, with the tutorials I've seen, you don't really get many which are like mine. You don't get that many that will show you everything. They'll want you to work some of it out yourself. I'm not that at the moment. I'm not that bothered because I know about art and I know the rules of it all and how you know, people will copy, but a female human wireframe base mesh is all the same for everyone. You know, I'll do all the accessories and so on can be copied as well, but you can't. So technically, you could replicate it, but I don't care. You know, it's like a mark is a mark, so it's just not. You know, if I, you know, so there's a lot of foolish people out there. But there you go. This triangle could actually help. But it's funny though. It's all funny. Character artists. I don't even want to be one, but this is just what I've got to do. It's something that's required. So I won't really keep this secret. I mean, it's on YouTube, so it's on YouTube, and that really is all you need to say. I'm not going to go around and talk about it. I will avoid to do that later on. But I'm not going to wet myself if people do find out. Especially when... Why isn't this one selected? Especially when I can replicate it. I can just do this again anyway. If my plan fails. And I'm then get twice as good. So, technically you won't get twice... Well, you... In one sense. Depends how you think. Maybe you would. Who knows? Takes a lot of time. I won't be posting any of my environment progress though. When just like the last one, if you've seen it, the Medusa game environment, that was posted when it was fully done, and when I felt it was safe to post. Because when you do go into these shouldn't be on Facebook. I'd like to know how to make it all private, but some people may copy. It's just because I'm thinking I could be making the job easier for certain students if they find, if they watch, they could just copy and then their life's made easier. But you never know. So I'm not too sure, actually. But never mind at the moment. This is a key edge now. It's fun. There's a very, I'm going to say this now just to cover myself, haha. There's a very high chance I will just do another character anyway when the time comes, opposed to this one. But either way, these reference images are always going to be the same no matter what character I do, so I think that's right, isn't it, to start with. I know you've got to normally have to create your own reference material and design your own character and have it all backstory and all different angle shots and like 5 different head portrait shots all painted perfectly in Photoshop, and the same for all the orthographical views of the character, but that can all be done later on. They'll take a very long time to get absolutely perfect because these aren't perfect. And they will mark you down, but they can be done later on. I presume they can. Yeah. Be fine, it'll be fine. And I have a feeling now. See, because we put this edge in, I have a feeling it's going to help us. I'm not sure where, but look, there's certain edges like this one. It's helping us pull this part of it, adding flesh. So we can just go like this then. See what I mean? And it's thanks to how this wireframe is designed, how you've designed it yourself. We've just, this strip here is coming up from here, it's created here, it's going to come around, it's going to go underneath, and it's going to flow. And I have a feeling it's going to hit this one. I think that's, and then this edge can hit that vertex. There. That may work. I could talk for absolutely ages. It's ridiculous. Let's just see if this will work. Bugger. What the hell's going on? Oh, it's because I've got my fixed vertex on. Yeah. Just gotta be careful here. Just by watching someone try and create typology will help you anyway. That's what's great about it. I think that was the point. We just, yeah, we don't really want to stretch it this far, maybe, but you never know. Merge that. This point. Save. This is Aqua free now. And also I want to go and delete history. Which is delete history. Save again. Also my Maya goes corrupt. I acquired it a way in which I did not need to pay, which can mean anything. So therefore it goes corrupt a lot. But this caused me a lot of stress in the past when I needed it badly. It's caused a lot of bad stuff. But I've actually found out a way to fix this. You see there's going to be a triangle there. This is a bum. What goes on here then? Does this go? It's not going to do that, is it? It's not going to do that. It's going to be going inwards. So we want to see if we can do it. Extrude. What was I going to say? Oh, I forgot now. Oh, what was it about? It was about something. I can't remember. Oh, it's well good. Never mind. Oh yeah, that was it. Maya messes up. It does mess up, and if it does, you just go into my preference, go to my program directory files, find the preferences folder through there, which is already, that's just solved your problem now. Saying that, then you delete that preferences folder, takes it all back to defaults. You can create your own toolbar. You can create your own keys. You can create everything to customize it all yourself to make it work good. If you delete preferences, I have a feeling it will set all this back to normal default, but saves you a big problem. What we've got to mind out of here, as you can already see, is not only we can get rid of this so it's easy to build, but it can't be asked. The geometry is not making sense, and I have a feeling it's maybe because this edge here needs to be pulled out and put there maybe, and then this edge can be pulled out. You see, look. Nah, it's just been this is not correct. Oh. You just need to be careful. See, we're looking at a triangle. How this is designed, we're gonna have a triangle. It seems to me. One there won't hurt that much actually. So let's have a triangle. trying to get it is. That's not going to work, is it? It's not. It may work, it may work. So you got to think ahead. You just got to think ahead. See, we're spending a lot of time on this area, but that's how it goes. You can spend tons of time. You fix your time on one area at a time. After you've got to this point, it's just one area at a time, working it until you feel it works right. Giving it a certain... You'll really see it come along soon. You're already getting great shape here. This is what we need. So I'm going to start to merge these soon as well. I'm going to get a sore throat soon, just know. Really starting to get understandable wireframe shape. This could help in giving us a nice crease. This needs so much work, it's ridiculous. Right. Where are we working? That should do if we... People do get lazy doing this. You can cut so many corners, but try not to. Who knows, I may later on, but they won't be that noticeable. Try and just get all the wireframe correct. You can skip all of this, but you need to make sure that it's right later on. I've seen pieces of work where people got C's and D's, and they were basic. They were basic things. They weren't great, which already gives us a good rough idea what quality needs to be put in, because with these special 3D modelling, animation art degrees for the films and games industry, there is no, the assignments and everything, there is no good description on what qualifies as an A star or as a D or a C, simply because the degree marking terms in a sense is subjective. 2 plus 2 is 4. There you go. You've got an A. But this works differently. And that's what the clever students have to think about. That's what you have to think about. What passes, what doesn't, what the teacher is like, who you're getting marked by, because their preferences will change. I know for a fact I came up to a teacher at one point, obviously it was pretty recently, and I said I wanted to do some sort of foliage, right? And they go, no, it's boring, right? It could, looking at the assignment, it could easily be classed and be correct for that thing. Teacher said it was boring, so you already know it's going to create negative thoughts in his brain when he marks it, and that's what these degrees are like. Simple as that. That doesn't mean suck up to the teacher and do whatever he thinks is amazing. You just have to work around your thoughts. What do you like? What do you think's amazing? There's an edge there which is, you see, this edge is completely wrong. What do you like? What do you think's amazing? And go from there. You need to work with the teachers. A lot of students don't. A lot of students actually go against the teachers, which is just absolutely retarded. But you get them everywhere, don't you? It's fun talking about them, I don't mind. But there you go. I am always pally with teachers. I make sure they know me. Make sure you stand out. And all that. There's method and tactics and behind everything in the world. It's just a lot of people aren't aware of it. This is coming on okay. It's not great at all yet. You need to think of, because obviously you need to think of 3D, don't you? It's not just pulling it out, but this side as well. That's why it takes so freaking long. But we're already getting a nice shape. Slowly, we're roughing in the geometry like here to make it make sense. But the geometry's not correct. You've got a lot of problems. You can already see massive face next to tiny face is not right. That's not smooth typology. Also, we're getting a lot of bits where it looks just completely flat because the vertex aren't merged correctly, which we work on later on. But this line up stops abruptly, hits in the triangle. You can get away with triangles sometimes, but this one's really messing you up. So, can't remember what I normally did. It looks like we can just cut down here and then wind it off into the kneecap. You can get away with triangles sometimes. See now, look, if we do this, it flows nicely, but you've got this stupid thing here. You can nearly get away with it. You get away with triangles quite a lot of the time. Is this a triangle? It's not, is it? No, it's an n-gon. They're not what you want. Do never leave that in any wireframe. If you're using the wireframe application, you're most probably going to be, you're doing it for a reason. It's hopefully an important one, not just mess around. Don't leave n-gons. Right, if you don't know what an n-gon is, just Google it. So, right, don't leave them. They're bad. Very bad. Triangles, half as bad, kind of. Triangles, depends. I mean, if a teacher brings you up saying triangles are good, right, and you have tons of them in your model, and you're fully used to using triangles to get around certain situations and making good shapes, then you're going to have a lot of trouble in the future, especially when you hit the newer softwares like ZBrush and so on, which are more advanced, where you have to create wireframes of this detail, which is very low, to throw into ZBrush to then knock it up to like 4 million polygons. Can't do that with these ones. Can't have triangles in if you want to do that, right? So that teacher's just screwed you, hasn't he? Now for a game character, when you've finished with this one, and they're all quadrilaterals or triangles, maybe they're a mixture. I mean, you just go to mesh, triangulate anyway. Then you export it as an OBJ and import it into the game engine because the game engine recognises all meshes as triangles, right? But we use quadrilaterals to build the wireframes because it's easier to work with. But the game engines read them all as triangles, and they triangulate everything. So, that's why teachers may say triangles are fine, leave them around, but they're not, because it's gonna screw you later on when you need to put it into ZBrush, get stuff out there, and bring it back in. It's just gonna add so much time. See, I've now talked. It's practically time to end this again, but we're getting there. But I do need to stop talking. Yeah, that's pretty bad.